Support for Vaquero Radio comes from Aroma Espresso, located at 2805 East Avenue, Brownsville, Texas, providing a space for UTRGV community to recharge with specialty hot or cold drinks and fresh baked pastries. Whether you're prepping for midterms or catching up with friends, Aroma Espresso offers a quiet atmosphere and free Wi-Fi for all students and faculty. More information is available on Instagram at Aroma Espresso BTX. Good morning, Vaqueros. Today is Monday, January 26th, and it's currently 75 degrees. We're coming to you from our Edinburgh studio. I'm Mariana Gallatro, and this is Vaquero News.
Campus news,
events, games,
and activities
all in one place.
This is Vaquero Radio,
the Valley Student Station.
Monday and Wednesday at 11 a.m.
Vaquero Radio,
where
your story begins.
A nonprofit organization will have an upcoming conference to talk about the railroad transportation in the valley. Here's News Director Celeste Cruz with the details.
So it'd make it for a much safer trip and a quicker and more easy trip. You can sit back and relax.
RGV Railroad Advocates wants to bring more railroad transportation to move commuters in the Rio Grande Valley between cities and connect to Houston, San Antonio, Dallas, and Monterrey. The nonprofit organization will host its second annual conference and continue to introduce the economic value to the community. RGV Railroad Advocates Director Dennis Williams said the main goal for the second conference is for community members to share their goals, ideas, and thoughts about the railroad system.
And what they would like to see and what we need to have to bring in the rail, to bring in this project.
He said the two-day conference will feature 25 speakers.
Our keynote speaker is Jean-Pierre. He has helped produce majority of all the high-speed rail projects in the world. We have local leaders that will be speaking.
The speakers will also answer questions from the audience members to learn what they would like and need to see in the project.
We're going to have an open mic section. We're going to ask the people in the audience, tell us what you want. Tell us what you need.
Williams said he would like Valley local leaders to attend the conference.
They're the ones that listen to and are elected by the constituents to lay out the plans for what their needs are and to take care of what's going on.
UTRGV psychology student Ashley Nico Casares said a railroad transportation system in the valley would save people gas and be a good transportation alternative for people who don't own vehicles.
I think it's a pretty good idea for everyone, especially for people that don't even have a vehicle that can help them get to their location. And also, I feel like it could be safer for them.
UTRGV marketing student Rafael Dominguez said the railroads can work for faster travel. The Rio Grande Valley International Road Conference will take place from noon to 8 p.m. Thursday and from 7 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Friday in the Valley Social Event Center in Mission. For more information about the conference, visit Rio Grande Valley International Road Conference.com. This is Celeste Cruz for Vaquero Radio.
On Wednesday, a table on health educators connected UTRGV students with campus resources focused on health, safety, and community. Reporter Emilio Suarez with the details.
So the Welcome Back Vaquero event is really just to create a connection among students.
An initiative that focuses on sexual health education and resources hosted a discussion on the Brownsville campus during its first spring tabling event. Campus Conversations, an initiative of Talk About It Texas, hosted the Welcome Back Vaqueros tabling Wednesday. Health educator Juanita Velazquez said the event is intended to support students and make them feel connected. Velazquez said it is important for students to know the different resources on campus,
so that they know where to go and really just look for people that they have, same beliefs, ideas, interests, and whatnot.
Velazquez said Campus Conversations is a student resource that has partnered with the UTRGV Student Health Clinic to provide sexual and reproductive health education on campus.
We really just want to make sure that they have all of the information that they need to make healthy decisions.
The health educator said the tabling event is more than just giving away items to students who stop by. The student health educators who work with the clinic are knowledgeable and can answer any questions they may have.
So it really ranges. It can be anything from wanting to know more about the clinic, what type of services they receive. We also get questions around birth control or even where to get tested for STIs.
Student health educator Miranda Cruz said students should visit the tabling events to learn about sexual education, workshops the initiative offers, and to be more informed. Cruz said apart from knowledge and healthy tips, the organization also offers snacks and merch. She added the support doesn't stop when the tabling event ends and encouraged students to follow up on any questions they may have.
After the event, the students can stop by the clinic and look for Talk About It workers. So if they need anything or they have any questions, they can look at us at the UTRGB Health Clinic down the the biomedical buildings and to the dorms.
Criminal Justice Jr. Sergio Fernandez said the tabling event helped him discover resources he was not aware of at UTRGV. Fernandez said sexual education is a topic that shouldn't be neglected, especially by college students. For more information about future tabling events, visit the Campus Conversations V-Link page. For more information on resources, visit the Campus Conversation Talk About It Texas website. This is Emilio Suarez for Vaquero Radio.
McLean goes up and throws down a monster dunk. That fires up the UTRGV Fieldhouse.
And now time for Vaquero Sports.
UTRGV Athletics will host a public tour for its athletic facilities for the local community members. Here's the story provided by Rider Sports reporter Steven Gutierrez.
UTRGV Athletics announced an Orange and Gray Day that will take place Thursday. The event provides groups an opportunity to tour the university's athletic facilities while also attending a game afterwards. Registration for the tour is closed Friday. Senior Associate Athletic Director and Chief Revenue Officer Derek Schramm for the department says the event comes after an increase in interest to athletics.
We've been obviously working hard to build some of the best facilities, in the country at the FCS level and in the Southland Conference. A ton of groups, a ton of schools and teams reaching out to us, asking for tours of our facilities, coming behind the scenes and checking everything out, which is great. We love that. But it can be a lot. It's tough to keep up with it, and so instead of trying to keep up with every single request that comes in, we decided that we could focus our efforts on one day, make it the biggest facility tour that we could possibly have.
Visitors will tour facilities such as the Robert and Janet Vaquero Stadium, the Vaqueros Performance Center, the baseball stadium, the soccer, track and field complex, and the field house.
Thought it was a great idea and get as many of these groups out. Check out the Vaquero Stadium, the VPC, baseball, soccer, track and field, the field house, and then pair it up with a basketball game and help our attendance and create that game day atmosphere for our women's basketball program.
Schramm added he believes people will especially enjoy the tours.
I think any time that you're able to get a behind the scenes look, it's obviously really cool, really unique. A rare opportunity. Very few members of the general public have been able to see these facilities, and especially the Vaqueros Performance Center. So I think there's going to be that wow factor. You're seeing the level of, quality. The attention to detail that we put into every little thing that we do here.
The tours will begin at 2 p.m., with each set of groups starting at a designated facility and rotating throughout the day, according to the Senior Associate Athletic Director.
The groups are going to start out at 4 different locations. They'll all take the tours of their that first facility, and then they'll rotate to the next one. And then once they all get through their fourth facility, the 5th and final stop will be here at the field house.
Afterward, the groups will be invited to attend the women's basketball game versus Houston Christian University at 6:30 p.m.
Any time that the public interacts with us, we want them to have a great experience. And walking away from the basketball game, having a great experience, great game day atmosphere, and wanting to come back to another game.
Groups will also have the chance to purchase merchandise at the team stores while visiting the Vaquero Stadium and field house.
The groups that have the highest amount of interest are going to be typically those high school athletic programs, those middle school athletic programs. But if it's a church group that can come on out, if it's just a group of alumni that want to get together and check out facilities, that's cool too.
He added if the first ever Orange and Gray Day is successful, it could become an annual event, quote, giving the community and school programs an opportunity to check out where the Vaqueros practice and train. This is Rider Sports reporter Steven Gutierrez for Vaquero Radio.
New drop straight back towards a crossing route. McCaffrey, touchdown, that's big time.
Good morning, Vaqueros. Here's a sports schedule for this week. Today, the men's basketball team will be on the road as they face Texas A&M Corpus Christi. On Thursday, the basketball women's team will play against Houston Christian University in Edinburgh at the UTRGV Fieldhouse. And on Friday, the women's swimming and diving team will face off against the Little Rock Trojans at Little Rock, Arkansas. That same day, the men's tennis team will also be on the road to face off against Southern Methodist University in Dallas. That is the sports schedule for this week. Remember to bring your student ID to all UTRGV games for free admission and support our student athletes by showing up. This is Emilio Suarez for Vaquero Radio.
And now for this week's events calendar.
What's up, Vaqueros? Let's check out all the fun events going on this week. Today, the Edinburgh Student Union will host Sundays on Mondays from noon to 1 p.m. Center for Student Involvement will host Travel Talk from 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. in the Bronx Room on the Edinburgh campus. On Tuesday, Fraternity and Sorority Life will host FSO Kickback from noon to 2 p.m. in EU CTR Ballroom in the Edinburgh campus. And on Wednesday, the Center for Student Involvement will host the Get Involved Fair from noon to 2 p.m. at El Gran Salon on the Brownsville campus. Thursday, UTRGV Athletics will host Greek Night at Basketball from 5:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the UTRGV Fieldhouse on the Edinburgh campus. That is the event calendar for this week, Vaqueros. Remember to bring your student ID to all UTRGV events. This is Celeste Cruz for Vaquero Radio.
And now, for this week's campus weather report.
Hello Vaqueros, here is a weather forecast for this week. In Edinburgh, the week will start off with extremely cool temperatures with highs of 55 and lows of 35. It is expected to rain Thursday. Partly cloudy skies will stay consistent throughout the week. In Brownsville, similar conditions are expected with a chance of rain on Friday and mild temperatures and partly cloudy skies throughout the week. That is the weather forecast for this week. Remember to dress accordingly for these weather conditions. This is Susana Ramos for Vaquero Radio.
That is the newscast for this week. Remember to read our news articles every week on our website, utrgvradio.com. Tune into Vaquero Radio through our website or download the Radio Garden app to listen wherever you are and enjoy the best DJ shows around campus. Remember to check out our YouTube channel for the latest news from UTRGV and the Valley. Our weekly newscast will also broadcast at 11 a.m. Wednesday. Join us next week, same time, same place. Only on Vaquero Radio, the Valley Student Station.
Thanks for tuning in, Vaqueros. Don't forget to saddle up every Monday and Wednesday at 11 a.m. And remember, bees up!